welcome to my channel. We are going to be doing a question a day in May where I will be answering a question each day from a member of my community. It's kind of in the title, right? And I also thought it might be fun to show you around my neighbourhood. So if you don't know, I live in Japan, kind of out in the countryside, and I'll share my lovely neighbourhood with you. Okay, let's get on to today's question. Hello, and today's question is from Katie, and Katie says, do you have any advice for dealing with imposter syndrome? I keep wanting to join the conversation in various online groups for my industry, but feel I don't have any expertise, as it were. Brilliant question, and one that I think a lot of people suffer with. So, regarding online groups, now I know who Katie is and I know what her field of expertise is, and she's been doing it a good while, so she isn't a novice. She does know what she's talking about. But I do understand that whole imposter syndrome thing. I think the thing to remember is that you only need to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of somebody else to be an expert in their eyes. So, for example, maybe you make cookies. And maybe you make cookies quite often, but you don't know how to make cookies off the top of your head. You need to use a recipe. And you don't know what you need to tweak to change the cookie from a regular cookie to a gluten-free cookie, or to add some other ingredients into it and it still work as a cookie. But your friend Karen, she's a whiz at cookies and she makes cookies all the time, and she can reel off a recipe about cookies without a cookbook. You know, she has got the cookies nailed. So she might not be a professional cookie maker, but she's further up the ladder, if you like, than you are, because she knows how to do this stuff and you don't. And that's the whole thing. So when you're helping somebody in a group, you're just helping somebody who at the moment doesn't know how to do the thing that you know how to do. And if you know how to do it, then you are the expert. So I think when it comes to posting in groups, it can feel really icky to go in and put up a post and say, oh, look at me, I am an expert in cookie making, and tell me your cookie problems and I will solve them all for you. Yeah, there's sometimes when those posts are written, it feels really icky. Like when I read them, they're cringeworthy. And sometimes they're written well, but more often than not, they are not. And you can tell straight away when somebody's posting a post like that purely to get in front of their target audience and purely to look for leads, rather than going into a group to be helpful. So, my sneaky ninja trick for this is, because I don't like going into groups and posting like that. I'm an introvert. I don't want to be like the centre of attention. It says me doing videos in the middle of the rice paddies. So I don't really like going and just posting my expertise in groups. What I do and what I feel comfortable with is finding somebody's post who needs help and answering their question. So if somebody posts something about, I don't know, I'm struggling to get my kids to learn phonics, or I'm struggling to keep my house organised, I'm struggling to get dinner on the table at the right time every night. Those are the sort of questions I can answer easily because that's my field of expertise. But I don't need to make a post about it, I can just answer their question. And when you start doing that, other people start tagging you. So I often get tagged in posts about being organised at home and getting everything up and running, or anything Montessori related, or anything that's kind of tech, like, is there an app for that? Joe probably knows if there's an app for that. So those are the kind of questions I get tagged for. So when you know something, you are an expert to the person who doesn't know anything. And just keep that in mind when you go to the groups. And that's basically it. So you can go in, you can join the conversation. Like, it doesn't matter if there's other people in there who know the same stuff. It doesn't matter if there's people in there that I don't know, are professional cookie bakers to the Queen. If you know a certain thing about making a certain type of cookies, that makes you the expert on those cookies. So go in, and often, I think the other thing is you will see people posting information, helpful information, and sometimes it'll resonate with you and sometimes it doesn't. So I think sometimes that change of voice or hearing it from somebody else written in a different way, sometimes just like something will click. So you can hear the same message again and again and again. You know, you've heard the same online experts talking about marketing, blah blah blah, do this, and you're like, yeah, don't get it. And then somebody else will come along and say, you want to be doing it like this. And they're selling you the same thing, but they're saying it in a slightly different way. And then suddenly you're like, whoa, I am on board with that. And next minute you are buying their stuff. So change, just a change of person or just a change of language sometimes is enough to resonate with somebody different. So just go in and, don't worry about everybody else, that's their problem, and share what you know, and that will position you as an expert. And today we are in a very windy rice paddy. I hope the sound's okay on this. And I don't know whether you can see, there is a big fat pheasant just over there. Can you see him right at the edge of the rice paddy? Say hello, fat pheasant. Is it rude to call a pheasant fat? I'm not sure. I don't know whether you can see him. I can't see the screen to see whether it's showing up or not. It's too sunny. He's walking down the side of the rice paddy. I'm not sure. Can I zoom in? Ooh. Ooh, I'm obviously not an expert in this gadget. Where is he? There he is, look. Anyway. No, now you're a big close up of my eyeball. So that's today's question. I hope that helps, and I will see you in the next one. I hope that answered all your questions today. If you have a question, pop it in the form below, and come and join us at Mums That Rock, which is our online community for mums who are multi-passionate and building a business around their family. Please like and subscribe to my channel and all that jazz, and I will see you next time. Cheerio!